Good morning. Today we discussed about difference between hardware and software. What are the hardwares and what are the softwares? Hardware is a physical parts of computer that cause processing of data. Software is a set of instructions that tells us a computer exactly what to do. Hardware it is manufactured. Software it is developed and engineered. Hardware cannot perform a task without software. Software cannot execute without hardware. As a hardware, we physical electronic devices we can see and touch hardware. We can see and also use the software but can't see exactly touch them. In a hardware has four main categories: input device, output device, storage, internal components. It's normally divided into software system as a system software, programming software, and application softwares. Hardware is not offered by computer virus. Software offered by affected by computer virus. Hardware cannot be transferred from one place to another directly through network, but in software it can be transferred. If hardware is damaged, it is replaced with new one. If software is damaged, its backup copy can be reinstalled. Examples of hardware: keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, CPU, hard disk, RAM, ROM, etc. Examples of software: MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Photoshop, MySQL, etc. These are some hardwares. Classification of softwares. Classification of computer softwares. Computer software is classified into two broad categories: system software, application software. What are the system softwares? System software consists of several programs which are directly responsible for controlling, integrating, and managing the individual hardware components of a computer system. In simple terms, system software makes the computer functions. They provide a basic functional like life management, visual display, and a keyboard, input output, and by application software to accomplish these functions. Some examples of system software are operating system, d- device drivers, language translators, system utilities. What are the operating system? In this, it is the first layer of software loaded into computer memory when it start up is the first software layer. All other software that gets loaded after is dependent on it for various common core services. These common core services include disk access, memory management, text scheduling, and user interfacing. In addition, the operating system ensures that the different programming executed at the time to time do not interface with each other. It provides a software platform on top of which other programs can run. In simple words, the operating system organizes and controls the hardware. Examples of software operating system are Windows XP, Unix, and Linux. Unix and Linux. These are next. Second one is the device drivers. Device drivers are system programs which are responsible for proper functioning of devices. Every device, whether it is printer, monitor, mouse, or keyboard, has a driver program associated with it for its proper functioning. Whenever a new device is added into the computer system, a new device driver must be installed before the device is used. A device driver is not an independent program. It assists and assisted by the operating system for the proper functioning of the devices. Third one is the language translators. In the language translators, computers only understand a language consisting of a zeros and ones called a machine language. Generally, to easy the burden of a program entirely in zeros and ones. Special programming languages called high level languages. High level programming languages were developed that reassembled natural languages like English. Language translators help in converting a program language into machine languages. To be precise, they convert a programming statement into the zeros and ones that the computer is able to process depending on the programming language used. Languages translators are divided into three major categories: compilers, interpreter, and assembler. Language translators are basically three types: compilers, interpreter, and translator. The last one is the system utilities. System utility programs performs day-to-day tasks related to the maintenance of a computer system. They are need to support, enhance, and secure existing programs and data in a computer system. Then you go for a next software, that is the application softwares. Softwares that can perform a specific task for the user, such as a word processing, accounting, budgeting, or payroll, fall under the category of application software. Word processor, spreadsheets, database management systems are all examples of general purpose of application softwares. Types of application softwares are word processing software systems. The main purpose of this software is to produce documents, MS Word, WordPad, Notepad, and some other text editors are some of the examples of word processing softwares. Second one is the database softwares. Database is collection of related data. The purpose of the software is organizing and managing data. Advantages of this software is that you can change the way data is stored and is displayed. MS Access, DBase, FoxPro, Paradox, and Oracle are some of the examples of database softwares. Some of the example of database softwares. Next one is the spreadsheet softwares. The spreadsheet software is used to maintain a budget, financial statements, grade sheets, and sales records. The purpose of this software is organizing members. It also allows the users to perform simple complex calculation of and the members entered in rows and columns. MS Excel is one of the example of a spreadsheet software. One of the example of the spreadsheet software. Presentation softwares. The software is used to display the information in the form of the task show. The three main functions of presentation software is editing that allows insertion of and formatting text, including graphics in the text and executing the slideshow. The best example for this type of application software is Microsoft PowerPoint. Multimedia software. Media players and real players are the examples of multimedia players software. The softwares will allow the user to create audio and videos. The different forms of multimedia softwares are audio converters, players, burners, video encoders, and decoders. These are some system of application softwares. Then you can go for operating system. Then you will go for a operating system. What are the operating system? It is the first layer of software loaded into a computer memory. When it starts up, is the first software layer. All other softwares that goes loaded after it depends on it for various common core services. These common core services included disk access, memory management, take scheduling, and user interfacing. In addition, the operating system ensures that the different programs executing at the same time do not interface with each other. It provides a software platform on top of which other programs can run. In simple words, the operating system organizes and controls the hardware. Examples of operating systems are Windows XP, Unix, and Linux. Unix and Linux. Meaning and definition of operating system. The operating system is a software program that acts as an interface between the user and a computer. It is used to control and manage the hardware components such as a keyboard, monitor, printer, and a scanner. Definition of operating system. An operating system, OS, in its most general sense, is a software that allows a user to run other application on a computing device. The OS also provides service to facilitate the effective execution and management of and memory application for by additional installed software application programs. and additional install application programs. Goals and objectives of operating system. The main goal of and object operating systems are to make a computer user friendly, proper utilization of a computer resources, to hide the details of the hardware resource from the user, to provide users convenient interface to use the computer system. Functions of operating system. In an operating system, software perform each of the function. Process management. Process management helps OS to create and delete process. It also provides mechanism for synchronous and communication among processor. Memory management. Memory management model perform the task of allocation and deallocation of memory space to program in need of this resource. Need of this resource. File management. It manages all file related activities such as organization, storage, retrieval, naming, sharing, and prediction of files. Direct management. Device management keeps tracks of all devices. This modulo also responsible for this task is known as the IO control. It also performs this task of allocation and deallocation of device. IO system management. One of the main object of any OS is to hide the peculiarities of that hardware device from the user. Secondary storage management. Systems have several levels of storage, which includes primary storage, secondary storage, and cache storage. Instructions and data must be stored in a primary storage or cache so that remaining programs can refer it. Security. Security module protects the data and information of computer system against malware, threat, and unauthorized access. Command interpretation. The modular is interpreting commands given by the and acting system resources to process that commands. Networking. A distributed system is a group of processors which do not share memory, hardware device, or a clock. The processors communication with one another through the network. Job accounting. Keeping track of time and resource used by various jobs and users. Communication management. Coordinating and assigning of components that compilers, interpreter, and another software resources of the various users of the computer system. These are some application functions of operating system. Now you are discussing the topics: difference between hardware and software, classification of softwares, system softwares, and system softwares, operating system. These are some topics covered by today. Tomorrow you can discuss another new topic. Thank you.